Your seats. I would ask that you silence all electronic devices. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2021 Marine Corps Association's Ammunition Technicians Awards Dinner, where tonight we will recognize the best of the best in the 2311 field. I'm retired Sergeant Major Kevin Bennett, the Marine Corps Association Director for Professional Development in the area rep for the Quantico and the National Capital Region. Tonight's awards dinner is also co-sponsored and co-hosted by the Commander of Marine Corps Systems Commander, Brigadier General A.J. Pasajian. General, we thank you for your continued support in our mission of advancing leadership and recognizing excellence, sir. Thank you very much. Welcome aboard. Ammo! Ammo! Ladies and gentlemen, our musical support tonight for tonight's ceremony is the Quantico Marine Band Brass Quintet, and it's led by Staff Sergeant Berninger. Our color guard support is for the Quantico Ceremonial Platoon, and the color sergeant is Sergeant Sherrod. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the presentation of the colors, our national anthem, and remain standing for the Marines' hymn. March on the colors. Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce the President and CEO of Marine Corps Association, Lieutenant General Charles Girard.
Pleasure to be here to recognize the Ammo Tech winners for the year. I am Chuck Shirley. I am not Mark Faulkner. If I did, I'd have a lot more hair and I'd probably be a lot better looking. Today marks the first day of my retirement, so if I drum this up a little bit, I apologize. I know I was retired this morning because when I was in the line for the ID card, I had to stand in line and not get to the front, so that was good. So we're here tonight to recognize a group of special individuals that have distinguished themselves from all the rest in a very unique field that spreads across the Marine Airborne Task Force of the Marine Corps. These individuals, day or night, are called upon to do a very unique and special duty. And it's with great honor and pride over my time that I've served alongside some of the finest 2311s that I've known. And tonight, the individuals that we're going to recognize exemplify the character and the qualities of those men. But before I get started in there, I'd like to thank the co-host of tonight's event, Brigadier General A.J. Pasagian, a good friend of mine from the Marine Corps Assistance Command. I know all of you know him well. A.J. carries a heavy load, and he delivers. If you know anything about where the Commandant's going, the force design, and what he's looking for in the future, it all rests on bringing together the concepts, the ideas, and turning them into capabilities. And the person who's responsible to the Commandant for that is A.J. Pasagian. So A.J., thank you for what you're putting us in the future. You and your team are really knocking it out of the ballpark. I want to thank the quintet. I know they ran off because I think it's going to thunder or storm or whatever, but from Marine Corps Base, I want to thank our color guard from Marine Corps Base Chronicle as well. Just a round of applause to them. They make it easy. And like I had set it up or something like that, just on cue, our guest of honor this evening is Lieutenant General Dave Furness. And Dave, thank you, sir, for being here. Dave Furness, there you go. Neither rain, snow, turned over tractor trailers, accidents, or whatever, or mud, because that's what's out there right now, will keep Lieutenant General Furness from giving me. Today is his first day as Lieutenant General, newly promoted today, I believe, right? In honor of that promotion, we're throwing him a party tonight. So, Marine Corps Association style, so thank you for being here, Dave. There's also some other folks that I'd like to recognize. Mr. Scott Adams, the PM for Ammo. Yeah, sure. Our chairman of the Marine Corps Association and my boss, quite frankly, Lieutenant General George Furness, sir. John McGinnis, retired U.S. Army. Good? There you go. I'd like to ask the Ammo Award recipients, I know the Sergeant Roscoe from Okinawa is not here, but those that are here that are going to be the award recipients tonight, and your families, please stand up so we can recognize them. It is about the Marine, but most important, it's about the family that's behind the Marine that supports him and allows him or her to do that job that we count on so much in the Marine Corps. So thank you for all of the support there. This evening wouldn't be possible without the kindness and the donation of our industry partners. We come up with so many great ideas in the Marine Corps. We develop all kinds of concepts, but those capabilities that we require really rest on industry. And the partnership between industry and the Marine Corps is so vital. So I'd like to just thank all of our donors that have made this evening possible, that have made thought enough to contribute for the awards, but also for the meals that we have. So a round of applause for all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, you all have the pamphlet in front of you. I won't go through General Furness's bio. The General Passaging will have to do that by memory. You see the bio. You see the award recipient bios. You see the bio of the namesake, Governor Sergeant Johnson there, who's the namesake behind all of this and the spectacular career that he had. That's why we're here tonight, to carry on the legacy. And then you see all the multiple donors. So thank you so much for being here tonight. We have to be quick because Leanne and Tony, I have to speak quick because there's a backstop here, so I got to get out of here. And so without further ado, so that you can eat and we can get on to the events, I'm going to call our chaplain up to give us the grace and then we can move on. Thank you. Hopefully some sunshine will come out of those words.
I'll add the sunshine to my prayers. Let us pray. Almighty God, as we embark on tonight's festivities, to take time to recognize those Marines, NCOs, SNCOs, and officers who have worked in their profession with excellence. We are grateful for those who have applied all their strength to the task that their hands have been put to. We recognize this evening that we have but a short time in this earthly realm to make an impact, and we recognize those who have taken every opportunity to blossom where they are planted and thrive in any type of soil. Bless those who are receiving these awards this evening as we go forth from this place. Give us your wisdom to impact this world with the gifts and graces you have imparted to us. Bless this food that we're about to receive. And Lord, we ask that the rain would stop. In your most holy name we pray. Amen.
Thank you so much. And finally, before I get off stage here, really quick, I just want to recognize another group of Marines here. Marines over in this area here, if you all could stand up real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the future right here. The capabilities that you bring to bear really are going to be utilized by these Marines to protect all of us. So thank you so much. Please. Okay, I'm off.
That's fine. We're drinking red, so we're drinking reds. Finish that and get red. It's gonna be a great night.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I can get you to start getting back to your seats, the main course is starting to come out. I need you to clear the aisleways so the wait staff can get the meals to you without going all around the circle. If you can stay close to your seats, I'd appreciate that so the wait staff can get by you. All right, good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. If I can get you to quiet down just a little bit up here, as in cease and desist. All right, we got we're going to be doing some quick changing here, so we got some things we got to get done here in a short period of time. So I want you to continue to enjoy your dinner, eat your food and so forth, but we're going to be talking and eating at the same time. I know we're Marines, and we can multitask, so we're all good for that. The desserts and stuff will still be coming out, so don't sweat. I just don't want you up around, moving and outside, all that good stuff. So with that said, I'm now going to introduce the Commander of Marine Corps Systems Command, Brigadier General A.J. Passation. General.
All right, hey, good evening, everybody. I just want to real quick start with a welcome to everybody, but a couple of special thank yous to, let's hear it for General Sherrani at DD-214. Hurrah. So I'm proud to say that this is the General's first Marine Corps Association Foundation event, and it's good that this is going to be the first one. This is going to set the tone for the countless that you're going to do for the next few years, sir. For General MajGen, sir, good to see you again. For General Flynn, sir, always a pleasure. Thank you for supporting us through all the ups and downs, all the thick and thin. And General Furness, sir, thank you for coming in and agreeing to do this. For those of you who don't know, General Furness is Deputy Commandant for Plans, Policy, and Operations. There's a lot going on in the Marine Corps right now. So for the general breakout of the Pentagon to come down there with us speaks volumes. It speaks volumes. I want to say give a shout out to your award recipients, Corporal Yee, Sergeant Orozco, Third Sergeant James, and to the Chief Officer Jemming. To your families who are here, congratulations to you. It speaks highly for the families just as it does the Marines. To the young Marines who are joining us, the future, watch closely, observe, keep your ears and your eyeballs peeled, and take it all in. It's awesome. There's 3 reasons why today's a great day. Okay? Number 1, this uniform that we're wearing tonight is an outstanding uniform. Alphas look awesome, right? Best looking uniform in the DoD, but most importantly, it represents roughly 40,000 Marines that are forward deployed or forward stationed as we speak. So keep them in your thoughts. We have to say just a quick moment of silence for the incredible loss of American treasure last week in Afghanistan. So please join me in that for just a moment. Okay, number 2, why today is a great day. It's not the weather. Chaplain did a great job. You got to stop, but it's not completely stopped. But man, thank you, Chaplain. That's pretty awesome, right? Who can do that? That's pretty awesome. The second reason why today is a great day is because we're celebrating our Dodikians, right? The Dodics. This is PM ammo. Ammunition, we go! And I've done a lot of things. I got a lot of stories that I can tell about ammunition. I'm going to tell one of them. Because I've got plenty. I don't think I've told this one yet. I'm on the back end of a ship. And we're steaming en route to Africa. And we're firing on the fantail. And my CEO at the time comes up to me and he looks at me and he's like, Agent, where'd you get that weapon? It was a 45. Everyone else is carrying a 9mm. I had a 45. And I did the right thing. I got it cleared through the armory officer and all that stuff. And I said, sir, it's my personal weapon. I brought it out here. It's all above the board. It's good. He said, how in the hell are you going to fire rounds to that weapon? Where are you getting the ammo? And I turned around, and there's Corporal Betcher, our ammo tech, who was with me. And I turned around, and I looked at him, and he goes, I got as much 45 shit as you can handle, sir. You go ahead and you get some. Just one more data point for why I love having 2311s by my side through all the ups and downs. The third reason why today is a great day is because when you look at the American League East standings, the Red Sox, where are the Red Sox fans here? Yeah, they're staring up at the Yankees right now. So congratulations, this is a great day. Love you guys. All right, stay focused. It really is a pleasure. We, thanks to Miss Leanne, thank you to Joe Schreiber, the whole crew here. Charmaine, thanks for putting this together. To me, the Marine Corps will forever be an infantry-centric organization. It's always going to be about the ground combat element. And there's no bigger advocate, fan, proponent, whatever you want to call it, than Lieutenant General Furness. In my dealings with him through the time that I've known him, he's been extremely vocal about it. General Furness is commanded in the infantry at every level imaginable, all the way up to the general officer ranks. And at a time where you look at where we're going and how we're going to identify and present capability to the Joint Force and Navy, I think the one thing that remains constant is that every Marine is a rifleman, and that will never change. That's perpetual. And what you saw with the Marines in the last 2 weeks in Afghanistan and anywhere else you see Marines is intrinsically basic. It's that we focus on marksmanship, we focus on every Marine having those basic qualities, and there's none better in the world. And there's no one who's better equipped to handle that and take us to where we need to be in the future than Lieutenant General Furness. So please, everyone, help me welcome our guest of honor tonight, Lieutenant General Dave Furness.
I put my glasses on so I can see my notes here. Thanks for the kind remarks. Marine Corps Association, thank you, General Schroeder, General Flynn, General McGinnis, for being Pat, for being here, Leanne, for everything you do for us on all these occasions. I'd like to recognize the award recipients. Excellence is hard to attain and hard to maintain. And so what you do with your performance elevates not only yourself, but your organization and the Marine Corps writ large. You've got not the youngest, but the most junior 3-star in the Marine Corps, because I got promoted about 6 hours ago. AJ bought a 2-star and got a 3-star, so he's doing well there. So, now when he asked me to speak at the Ammo Tech, I don't really know why. I thought maybe it was all those 06 priority things I shoved through the system in Camp Pendleton. That my picture was up and with a little Ghostbuster sign in every ASP in the Marine Corps. But I really echo his comments as far as, 2311s, you bring the ordinance to us, you take care of it, you maintain it. It's vital, okay, what you do for us. And it's the enormity of what you look after and maintain is just kind of mind-boggling. It's almost 1 billion rounds and $6 billion worth of ordnance all over the Marine Corps in 176 locations. So I will tell you that that's a pretty awe-inspiring mission, and you guys do it better than anybody. Okay, I want to tell you a quick story, and then I'll probably go into a short vignette about the namesake of this award, and then we'll wrap it up and then give the awards out, because I know we're at time here. Second Lieutenant Furness, okay, reports into Indian Company 3rd Battalion, 4th Marine, 1987. My battalion commander was Wayne Rollins. Got 2-finger Rollins, a legend in the force recon community. Set the world record sit-ups, 40,000 sit-ups in 8 hours continuously. Yeah. And the only reason he did it is he read the book that some Russian had set the record. He wasn't going to let the Soviet commie beat him. So that's the kind of guy he was. So I check in and I'm expecting to get a rifle too, but he tells me, he goes, hey, you're a regular officer, and I've got a lot of reserve officers here need augmentation. So what we're going to do is we're going to put you in the 4-shot. And I'm like, so I was the S4 Alpha, and then ordnance officer, a whole bunch of stuff that I was not trained to do. And I went home and kind of called my dad and complained to him. He said, hey, glue where you planted, do a good job, they'll take care of you. Okay, click. It's the old support I got from the home front. But we had a Panama clicked off stage. And so we were on air alert. We sent a company in, and he sent me with the company. I didn't have a job. I was called the Advanced Survival Airfield Coordinator or something. I don't even know what that does to this day. So I was kind of second lieutenant without portfolio, and my company commander, Joe Valor, just said, hey, go to the ASP and draw ammo. I don't even know how to do that, and somebody started talking Dodex when I got there, and I'm like, what's that? And you fill out paperwork, I don't know what I'm doing, signing stuff like I'm buying a house. I'm like, I don't even know what I signed. And so it's Panama, we get back, I hide it in 7-ton or 2 deuce-and-a-halves then under MREs because we were getting lots, I didn't want anybody to know what we had. And we get it, we start breaking it out, issuing it out, I'm not keeping track. I don't know who has what. Yeah, that's not a good idea, in case you guys probably know that, I did not. So it turns from the dry season to the rainy season, like that. It was like, didn't rain and drop. One day it rained like 27 inches and never stopped raining. And so now I have all this ammo out in the exposed, and my CO's like, hey, you gotta take care of this. I'm like, what do you want to do with it? I mean, we don't have anything. There's no ASP there. So I go to a naval base, which is down the road, and I find a CB. And the only thing I know is I watched a movie one time called Fighting CBs, John Wayne, and they can do anything. So I walk up to him, and I said, hey, and I think he's a chief. I don't really know, but everybody in the Navy that's got a belly is probably a chief. So I say, hey, chief. He's like, what? I go, I need help here. I'm up the road, I'm doing this thing. You got anything like dig a hole in a mountain? He's like, what do you want that for? I'm like, well, I need to get all this ammo out of the rain because it's getting exposed and it's bad things are going to happen to it. I got mortar rounds and fire, all that. It's not good to have a thing wet. He goes, yeah, man, it'll be wet in the hole too. He goes, what you need is an ISO container. I'm like, you got one of them? I got one of them. I said, can you bring it up and like put it in the mountain? Sure. So he does it. So I have this guy comes up with backhoe, digs a hole, thing. My commander goes, what do you? I'm like, I just asked him if he could do it. I don't, he's a chief. Let's see. And they do that, and so we put the ammo in there. Then we have this big firefight a little while later. So we're shooting a bunch of rounds. Then life was good though because it was just our company down there. We didn't have a higher headquarters, that's man's best environment. You know? No higher headquarters. So then we had the 4th Med. We used to have standing Med headquarters. They fly 4th Med down. So you have a Med, staff, and a company. Now, if you don't think that leads to over supervision, you don't know what you're talking about. So all of a sudden, they want all these reports. And I'm like, hey, you need to give us X. I'm like, what's that? You know, I don't know any of the documentation for ordnance. They want to know how many rounds we expended in the firefight. What do you need for resupply? I'm like, when I need ammo, I just go to the dude at the ASP and I say, I need 50 cal, 7.62, you know, and he throws on a truck and I leave, you know. And, you know, I was educated that that's not the way the systems work. So, what all that gave me an appreciation for was how hard your job is and how multifaceted it is. So then, we'd been out there about 2.5 months, and we hadn't had a shower, and our camis are rotting off our bodies, so they want to get us back in the naval base to get a shower and clean up, and all our sea bags are in the naval base, so we don't even have access to like our extra pair of camis and whatnot. So they take us out of the field, replace us with an Army unit that was in Fort Clayton, and which was in the canal zone, and then the Med wants to come to the field. Why? I have no idea, but they did. So they get out of the field, and what occurs to them? They need ammo, right? So we're not there. And I put a guard on my ASP because I had learned they'd expect me to account for this, and I didn't let anybody steal this shit, okay? So I had a squad guarding this thing. I told them, you don't let anybody open this thing if I'm not here, okay? Yes, sir, got it. So I go to the naval station. I'm not there 30 minutes. Somebody comes, hey, sir, they're drawing ammo at the tank farm. You need to get up the road. So literally, I jump in a Humvee. I don't have a license. Don't do that. And I run up the road, and I get there, and they've already taken all the ammo out. I have no idea what they took. They don't really know what they took. And the sergeant's like, hey, sir, he's a colonel, and he ordered me to open up. I'm like, I'm pretty pissed. So, now, I'm kind of a seasoned second lieutenant now, a few months ago. So I walk up and I said, hey, sir, can I have a word with you? I need to talk to you about something. Yeah, sure. I go, we need to be away from it. But sir, you bullied an NCO who had orders to do a job that I told him to do. And I was on my way up as soon as I heard that you needed ammo. And you expect me to account for all this stuff. I have no idea what you got out. I have no idea, what you took from here. And it's just unsat that you would use your rank to influence a Marine to abandon his post and go against his orders. So then he grabs me, and we walk farther away. Now that discussion I won't talk about because there's ladies here, and it is not pleasant. Okay? I'm here to tell you. And then I got something a day or two later called a 9 with BMI. I got an NRTC scholarship. I've only made it like 3 months, man. And I'm going to get kicked out of this gun club. And so I'm kind of droopy around. I go to my CEO, so I got this from Colonel. I won't use his name. Somebody might know him. And he said, so I'm like, well, you see you beat it? Some pretty bad things about me up there. And he goes, who do you work for? So now I'm confused. I thought it was a trick question. I paused for a bit and I said, I think you. He goes, right. He tears the letter up and he goes, don't worry about it. Get back to work. You're doing great. I'm like, oh, okay. So that was my foray principally in the ammo tech world. And trust me, I never want to go back, okay? I respect what you do, but I'm going to tell you that it's a difficult job. So everybody here that does this job, all the new Marines that just got this MOS, I know we have a before league, my hat's off to you. Keep charging, keep attacking, keep doing a great job because the Marine Corps needs it. I don't know how many of y'all know about Force Design 2030, but I'm sure you've heard about it. And it focuses on how the Marine Corps maintains its status as a premier expeditionary force in readiness while purposely building stand-in forces capable of assurance and deterrence in the Pacific and in other areas across the globe. One of the underpinning requirements for success across the competition continuum is our ability to conduct distributed maritime ops and expeditionary advanced-based operations. The ammo tech community plays a critical role in the accomplishment in today's fight, as well as the work to solve the problems associated with contested logistics. Leaders in this room will be in the forefront of developing delivery tactics to meet projected ammunition logistics demand in future conflict. And let me tell you something, that's a hard job. And we need smart people dedicated to get it right, or we're not going to be able to operate. PM Ammo and our industry partners, they're working to make us lighter and faster, more lethal, and at extended ranges. The new lightweight 50 cal ball rounds, which are on the table there, links and ammo packaging will make a 463L package. It's that big, aluminum box that you put stuff on, you can throw it in the airplane. 4,000 pounds less, a 25% reduction in weight. That's huge in our ability to support our forces forward. So as we develop the Marine Littoral Regiment, and we're still figuring out what it means, how it's going to operate, how we're going to supply it, savings like this are a big deal. And then as it reduces the resources required to move Class 5 to the front line. I already talked about how much ammo you manage, and it's eye-watering. And you account for and protect it all. Make sure it's not exposed to the weapon or the weather, like my problem. I can tell you about a firing incident I had at the mortar that was all based on bad ammo, I can assure you. But for a later date, over a beer or two. But now I'd like to take an opportunity to recognize all the new 2311s in the crowd. So if you would please stand up again. I'd like you all, everybody give them a warm round of applause. It's exciting times to be these Marines on what the future is going to hold for our Corps, and they're going to be at the forefront of it. These men and women will build up and execute our Commandant's vision for the future force in 2030. In this crowd of graduates is a prospective recipient of the awards we're going to give out later this evening. And it's fantastic to think that these Marines are going to accomplish throughout their career. Finally, I'd just like to take a moment to review the caliber of Marine who is the award's namesake and the timeless example he gave to leaders in this community. Gunnery Sergeant Johnson was a senior enlisted member and machine gunner for an ETT in eastern Afghanistan. He was part of a four-man team that accompanied the Afghan National Army and their counterparts to a KLE in the village of Donjigal, which is in the Kunar province, which is a very contested battle space. It was the entire 20 years of the war. Upon entering the village, which was supposed to be peaceful, they were going for a KLE to meet elders. The team was ambushed. Upon getting ambushed, Gunnery Sergeant Johnson, who manned his machine gun, put down heavy volumes of suppressive fire, maintained that fire right up until his death. In this engagement, you may know a Marine called Dakota Mile was awarded a Medal of Honor, okay, for actions in this Gangeville village. And so when he was here in 2014, he told this audience and group of ammo techs how important it was for you all to live up to this example. Okay? This legacy of valor and commitment is now your legacy. It should be the legacy of every ammo tech in the community. You must always live up to these high standards of professional performance and conduct. As you accept these well-deserved honors this evening, remember the high cost that was paid by Gunnery Sergeant Johnson for these awards, and the high cost paid by generations of Marines, including your generation, as we've seen last week, that make the title, actions that make the title United States Marine feared and respected across the globe. So that's all I have to say to you this evening. I want to thank you for listening to me. I'm looking forward to present the awards. God bless, and Semper Fidelis.
Can everybody hear me?
That's Gunnery Sergeant.
Thank you to Furness. I appreciate that. I have a long list of things to say about what you just talked about. I can't say it better, sir. I appreciate those words of knowledge. I appreciate everybody being here through your conversation. Through Gutierrez, our portfolio manager for the Business Combat Only Systems, Mr. Scott Adams, program manager for ammunition, our sponsors, family and friends, and all of our guests for being here tonight. We're also fortunate to have our instructors and students from Portland, Virginia. Thank you for making the trip. We're honored to have you all here for the Gunnery Sergeant Edwin Wayne Johnson Jr. Marine Corps Ammunition Award ceremony. Unfortunately, Gunnery Sergeant Johnson's family is unable to be here with us this evening, but we are live streaming this event. We hope that they are watching us tonight. This award is a commemoration of Gunnery Sergeant Edwin Wayne Johnson Jr., born October 8, 1997, in Columbus, Georgia, and who enlisted in the Marine Corps in 1996. As Lieutenant General Furness spoke about, the events that occurred in 2009 in support of Operation Enduring Freedom resulted in Gunnery Sergeant Johnson being awarded the Bronze Star, the Combat Distinguishing Device, posthumously for his actions on September 8 in the Punjab Valley, Afghanistan. The Gunnery Sergeant Edwin Wayne Johnson Jr. Memorial Award is earned in recognition of superior ammunition excellence in the following four categories. Ammunition Technician, given to a junior enlisted Marine, Private Lance Corporal. Ammunition Non-Commissioned Officer, given to a Corporal or Sergeant. Ammunition Staff Non-Commissioned Officer, given to a Staff Sergeant or Gunnery Sergeant. An Ammunition Officer, given to an Ammunition Officer, Warrant Officer, or Captain. These Marines are being recognized for outstanding achievement above their peers. The Marines that will come before you this evening have exhibited exceptional, noteworthy performance and displayed initiative, dedication, esprit de corps, military occupational specialty knowledge, and consistently demonstrated abilities above what is expected of an ammunition technician or officer of their rank. In addition to receiving the Ammunition Award, this year's and future awardees will be awarded a Navy and Marine Corps Achievement Medal by the Commandant Marine Corps. Thank you to Brigadier General Kasajian and Sergeant Major Cato for supporting this change. Will Lieutenant General Schroeder, Lieutenant General Furness, Brigadier General Kasajian, Mr. Scott Adams, please join us in the front of the room. While we get everyone situated here, there's also a lot of award attendees who are also previous award recipients. Could those individuals please stand? Presenting this year's General Sergeant Edwin Johnson Jr. Memorial Ammunition Technician of the Year Award on behalf of Lyman Health Commissions is Mr. Mike Morrison. Mr. Morrison, will you please come from the line? Mr. Morrison is the Regulatory Compliance Officer of American Lyman Health Commissions, one of the top suppliers of defense technology and security equipment, helping Marines win the fight. Thank you for being here, Mr. Morrison. Corporal Gee, please make your way to the front of the room. Corporal Gee is the recipient of this year's Ammunition Technician of the Year Award. He has been nominated by Second Supply Battalion. The Colorado Marine Corps and the Commander of Marine Corps Systems Command takes pleasure in presenting this year's Ammunition Technician of the Year Award to Corporal Russell E. Gee for service as set forth in the following citation. Throughout the year, Corporal Gee was responsible for supervising over 11,000 transactions valued in excess of $15 million. His unwavering dedication to duty and adherence to proper procedures enabled the movement of nearly 800 tons of explosives throughout 76 explosive locations annually. During the recent Marine Corps Explosive Safety Inspection, where then Lance Corporal Gee received exemplary remarks from the inspection team and special recognition from the Deputy Program Manager, EM Ammunition, for his overall performance as an ammunition technician. He seeks opportunities to study his craft while cross-training with Marines from other sections, thus greatly impacting the effectiveness of his unit and the support provided to the 2nd Marine Expeditionary Force and numerous others in command. Corporal Gee's initiative, perseverance, and total dedication to duty reflect the credit upon him and while keeping with the highest traditions of the Marine Corps and the United States Naval Service. Presenting this year's Area Sergeant Edwin W. Johnson Jr. Memorial Ammunition Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year Award on behalf of General Dynamics Ordnance and Tactical Systems is Mr. Matthew Phillips. Mr. Phillips, would you please join us at the front of the room? Mr. Phillips is the Senior Manager of Business Development and Munition Systems. General Dynamics Ordnance and Tactical Systems is a global leader in meeting the ammunition needs of the armed forces in the United States, its friends, and allies. Sir, thank you for being here and your continued support. Sergeant Orozco is the recipient of this year's Ammunition Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year Award. Unfortunately, Sergeant Orozco could not be with us tonight. He is currently on the forefront in the Mark Warpath AOR with the 31st Unit. Sergeant Orozco has asked his mentor, Gunner Sergeant O'Brien, to accept the award on his behalf. Gunner Sergeant O'Brien, please make your way to the front of the room. Colorado Marine Corps, the Commander of Marine Corps Systems Command, takes pleasure in presenting the Ammunition Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year Award to Sergeant Jacob S. Roscoe for service as set forth in the following citation. Throughout the year, Sergeant Roscoe built staff non-commissioned officer billets, managed units in Kansas County, and ensured over $16 million worth of ammunition was utilized on mission essential training. He pre-positioned ammunition in 6 countries across the Indo-Pacific AOR, facilitated requirements of exercises cover gold, huge fiber, Valiant Shield, and the 20.1 and 20.2 patrols. Through meticulous attention to detail, he directly contributed to the explicit safety self-assessment inspection, earning a 97%. Most notably, he coordinated the first ever ARTU embarkation on a high-mobility artillery rocket system aboard a U.S. Navy amphibious-class ship, significantly increasing FLEMAP and the U.S. Navy's 7th Fleet anti-access and area denial capability. Sergeant Orozco's initiative, perseverance, and total dedication to duty reflect the credit upon him and on keeping with the highest tradition of the Marine Corps in the United States Naval Service. Thank you.
Gunnery Sergeant Edwin W. Johnson Jr. Memorial Ammunition Staff Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year Award on behalf of L3 Harris Defense Electronic System, a division of L3 Harris Technologies Incorporated, is Mr. Steve Schmidt. Mr. Schmidt, would you please join us at the front? Mr. Schmidt is the Director of Business Development for L3 Harris Defense Electronic Systems. L3 Harris Defense Electronic Systems provides precision electronic components, subsystems, and systems for the Department of Defense and international allies, specializing in fusing and munitions products, GPS navigation systems, assured position, navigation and common capabilities, aerospace status indicators, and intelligence management solutions. Sir, we appreciate you being here. Gunnery Sergeant James, please make your way to the front of the room. Gunnery Sergeant James is the recipient of this year's Ammunition Staff Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year Award. Gunnery Sergeant James was nominated by Mark Sutton. The Commandant of the Marine Corps and Commander of Marine Corps Systems Command takes pleasure in presenting this year's Ammunition Staff Non-Commissioned Officer of the Year Award to Gunnery Sergeant William C. James for services set forth in the following citations. Throughout the year, Gunnery Sergeant James' efforts were vital in providing service common and special operations particular classified support to Marine Special Operations Forces, conducting worldwide combat missions. He notably streamlined complex internal processes, resulting in the procurement and distribution of more than $60 million worth of classified whiskey to support special operations officers, critical skills operators, and special operations security specialists, production, and pre-form training. Additionally, his coordination with U.S. Special Operations Command, Joint Munitions Command, and Marine Corps Systems Command used $2 million worth of classified whiskey to support joint combined exchange training and counter-narcotics mission requirements was particularly noteworthy. Gunnery Sergeant James' initiative, perseverance, and total dedication to duty reflect a great credit upon him and will in keeping with the highest traditions in Marine Corps, the United States Naval Service. Additionally, Gunnery Sergeant James was awarded the inaugural Ammunition Senior of the Year Award in 2010. Presenting this year's Gunnery Sergeant Edwin W. Johnson Jr. Memorial Ammunition Officer of the Year Award on behalf of NAMO is Mr. Kevin Goodwin. Mr. Goodwin, would you please join us at the front of the room? Mr. Goodwin is the Manager of Business Development for NAMO, an aerospace and defense group specialized in production of ammo, rocket motors, and space applications. It's great to have a retired ammunition officer presenting this award. Thank you, sir. Naval Officer Chief Devlin, please make your way to the front of the room. Naval Officer Devlin is the recipient of this year's Ammunition Officer of the Year Award. The Commandant of the Marine Corps and Commander of Marine Corps Systems Command takes pleasure in presenting this year's Ammunition Officer of the Year Award to Chief Warrant Officer Robert C. Devlin for services set forth in the following citation. Throughout the year, Chief Warrant Officer Devlin deployed to Africa as part of the Combined Joint Task Force Horn of Africa. During this tour, he was responsible for the management of $26.6 million worth of munitions across several locations. He directly supported security cooperation actions and orchestrated and expedited combat resupplies for friendly forces in contact with the enemy. Furthermore, he established a naval classified logistics program which allows the identification and worldwide sourcing of 200 individual ammunition items for combat and training, setting the foundation for future classified logistics within East Africa. Upon return from deployment, Chief Warrant Officer Devlin served in critical billets, where his technical acumen and superior managerial skills ensured unparalleled support to all 10 commands. Chief Warrant Officer Devlin's initiative, perseverance, and total dedication to duty reflect a credit upon him and will in keeping with the highest traditions of the Marine Corps and the United States Naval Service. On behalf of the program manager and admission, Mr. Scott Adams, deputy program manager and admission, Jennifer Wisniewski, and really the entire ammunition community, we'd like to extend our most sincere appreciation to our leaders, to our sponsors, to the friends and family that have really taken the time to make a trip here tonight and support us, whether they're watching our streaming right now. But last but not least, Marine Corps Association, Miss Leanne, Miss Sarah, Miss Beth, Charlie, the medic, the entire staff. None of us would happen without the staff of the Dakota Mile. We appreciate all the effort, all the good food, great service. Without that, none of this would be possible. It really means a lot to us. Thank you very much. And
This man said in 1900 would be completed, and by my watch it's 1900. So I followed and executed the words that were given by I want to thank all of you for tremendous David, for that. Thank you so much for the words. You remind me of what I lived to go, so now I know what's